And we have marchers here in Atlanta who may be thinking about the same thing as they take to the streets. As we see Brittany Miller there in our shot, Piedmont Park behind her. Brittany, why don't you tell us what's going on there?
So they are getting ready here at Piedmont Park. I want to go ahead and zoom out so you can just see how many people have showed up here. The plan for this protest, this peaceful protest, as they have advertised on their flyer, is to have a moment of silence at 5:30, and then at 5:45, everybody you see here will start walking towards Centennial Olympic Park. Of course, we have seen over the past 7 days, that is sort of the ground zero for all the protests here in Atlanta. So you can see they're getting ready, they're getting their signs ready, they're getting their snacks, they're getting water, they all have their masks on, and they are going to march for justice for all of the black men really that have died at the hands of police brutality or even racism. So of course, we're going to be walking with them, bring you their story live throughout the night. For now, we are live in downtown Atlanta or midtown Atlanta. I'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Brittany. And a 9 o'clock curfew is back in effect for tonight in Atlanta. CBS 46's Brittany Etney among the protesters. And Brittany, it's real quiet where you are right now.
Yeah, Sean, with protests organized all across the city, this is one location that was taking off on social media. But so far, for the protest that was scheduled at 5 p.m., we're seeing only around a dozen or so protesters out here. They've got their signs up. They're holding them up for oncoming traffic and travelers and commuters to see. Every few seconds, of course, you'll hear a honk from some cars, and people maybe roll down their windows and scream in support of what the protesters are doing. Now, this has been kind of a smaller turnout than we expected. A lot of the other protesters that I've seen come through here have been heading in a different direction. So it does look like some others are starting to head down this way actually right now, but it's going to be interesting to see whether or not this has a march ever come through it, or if this will kind of disperse and go to bigger crowds, guys.